In 2021, nearly 11% of all new cars registered in the UK were hybrids. Sales of petrol-electric models outstripped plug-in hybrids and even diesels. It's easy to see why. As with diesels, they offer great fuel efficiency, although hybrids achieve this at urban speeds, where low emissions really matter, and like PHEVs, they offer the ability to run in pure electric modes for short bursts. But unlike diesels, hybrids face lower tax penalties, and there's no need to plug them in like a PHEV. As demonstrated by these two contenders, new hybrids are constantly joining the fray. First up is the Kia Niro. The second-generation model has a sharper look than its predecessor, and there are key changes under the skin. The Niro's challenger is the Mk2 Nissan Juke. It's been around for 3 years now, but a new hybrid powertrain should boost its appeal. So what are these two like to drive, and which is the most convincing take on the hybrid formula? The first-generation Niro was a huge success for Kia. Since 2016, more than 78,000 models have found homes in the UK, making it the brand's second most popular model here after the Sportage. Design and engineering. During the first-generation Niro's life, it introduced newcomers to the brand with a choice of hybrid, plug-in hybrid and fully electric powertrains. Even better, it offered buyers a sensible, dependable 5-door hatchback that offered strong efficiency. However, after 6 years of sales, the Niro's unremarkable styling inside and out was falling behind not only rivals, but also the rest of Kia's more daring lineup. The second-generation model sets out to fix all of that, and the new exterior look, featuring a much more striking front and eye-catching vertical taillights, really helps the newcomer to stand out. The impressive design continues inside. The Niro's fascia is reminiscent of both the latest Sportage and the EV6, with a wide, sweeping dash panel that neatly integrates a pair of 10.25-inch digital displays on our top-spec Niro 4. The switchgear feels well finished, but move away from the dash itself, and the plastics on the door panels feel a little cheap. We're not convinced that the large areas of glossy black plastic trim will stand up to family life very well either. The Niro's hybrid powertrain is similar to its predecessors, but with efficiency upgrades to the 104 brake horsepower 1.6-liter petrol engine. It's paired with a 43 brake horsepower electric motor, and the total output is 139 brake horsepower. The gearbox has been revised, too, with reverse deleted from the 6-speed dual-clutch gearbox. Driving backwards is now solely the domain of the electric motor. This helps to reduce fuel usage and saves 2.3 kilograms compared with the old transmission. Driving. Those powertrain improvements are only incremental, so overall the Niro's performance feels largely similar to the original models. The hybrid system is smooth for the most part, but under hard acceleration the engine can sound a little harsh. The two drive modes, Eco and Sport, are chosen via a button mounted on the steering wheel. It feels like there needs to be a middle mode between them, though, because the throttle response in Eco is rather soft, which makes the car feel lazy. In Sport, meanwhile, the response is improved, but the combustion engine cuts in more often, so the Kia is less economical as a result. The new Niro has a more rigid body structure than the old car, which contributes to improved refinement. Knocks through the suspension are quite well damped, and the overall setup is much towards the softer end of what other rivals in the class offer. These more relaxed settings are an appropriate choice, because the suspension works well with the hybrid powertrain. The Niro isn't the sort of car you'll want to throw around corners, but it's composed, safe, and the steering is precise and well-weighted. Design and engineering. It's the older design of this pairing, but we still think that the Juke is the more distinctive-looking car here. The quirky shape and mix of sharp creases and soft curves won't be to everyone's taste, but Nissan deserves a pat on the back for delivering a product that looks unlike anything else on the road. Peel back that striking design, and under the skin, the Juke uses the Renault-Nissan CMF-B platform that also underpins Clio and Captur. The hybrid setup also borrows from Renault. The starter generator and rather complex gearbox arrangement are shared with the French firm's cars. However, Nissan uses its own combustion engine, a 94 brake horsepower 1.6-liter petrol, and 48 brake horsepower electric motor. The Japanese brand has put its EV know-how to use with the calibration of those systems, too. As with the Leaf and Aria models, the Juke Hybrid features an e-pedal mode, which increases regenerative braking and offers almost one-pedal driving while topping up the 1.2 kilowatt-hour battery. As has been the case since 2010, the British-built Juke is assembled at Nissan's Sunderland plant. We have no complaints about the quality of the finish inside, but the materials themselves aren't quite up to the Kia's standards. Even with the Alcantara-like material trimming the top of the dash, a neat touch, there are plenty of hard, scratchy plastics elsewhere. The overall appearance is sporty, though. The ambient lighting is smart, the steering wheel looks great, and the high center console makes you feel cocooned. First place is Kia Niro. With the second edition of the Niro, Kia has taken many of the strong points that made the first so successful and improved on pretty much all of its weak points. It's just as efficient as before, but that hybrid tech comes in a package that is now more grown-up, refined, and practical. Handling aside, the Niro is at least a match for, or better than, the Juke in almost every area. And second place is Nissan Juke. Make no mistake, the Juke Hybrid is the most convincing version of Nissan's small SUV yet. Beyond the extra fuel efficiency, it delivers a smoother drive than the conventional petrol at low speeds, and also benefits from the occasional silence of electric motor running. However, the Kia offers more space, greater comfort, and better tech for a similar outlay.